All right, so let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again. This was also scooped by Daniel. Really crazy here. Now, look, there's a part of this that's like triggering, but I want to kind of talk you through it because I don't think it's as bad as maybe we initially thought. So, the Punisher was already supposed to have a significant role in Daredevil Born Again. Insider revealed that he will have even more of an important role now and will have his own subplot where he's expected to chase away cops who defile his symbol. Okay, now, look, on the one hand, this is kind of one of those maybe culture war baity kind of a things because I don't know how many of you guys like kind of follow this stuff, but Punisher and the Punisher logo was kind of seen and considered to be kind of problematic, okay? And there was like this whole meta conversation about glorifying the Punisher, what it meant to take the Punisher and sort of use it or kind of hold Frank up as some kind of a toxic, violent thing, right? So really stupid. And my initial concern with this was, man, I hope they're not trying to do that and say like, you know, everybody that elevates Punisher bad, Punisher doesn't like that sort of stuff. Punisher really good guy, because I gotta tell you, man, Frank Castle is not a fucking good guy. Like that is the whole fucking point. Castle is not a good guy. You ever read Civil War? You want to know? Like, just get into some of those conversations between him and Captain America. He's a psycho killer. Okay, I like Frank Castle. Sometimes it's cool to watch a psycho killer do crazy psycho killer shit. Frank Castle's an awesome character. Let's not pretend that he's a hero and that everybody that's taking his symbol and using it is bastardizing a hero. That's not what's happening. Frank Castle, I think, represents a certain kind of energy that certain military folk, certain police folk can get behind. And I think there's a philosophy within the armed forces and sometimes within police work as well, that you are a fucking animal. You are the bad guy that chases the bad guys. You have to kind of cultivate that energy. You got to kind of cultivate that attitude. There was oh man, I'm kind of blanking on this one guy's name, but there was this I think it was General Mattis. He had this crazy fucking quote one time where he kind of said you know, he said this kind of like positive thing and said that he didn't want to hurt anybody, didn't want to do this, that, second, and third, but if you force me to, I will bring hell upon you. And it was like this fucking ice cold thing that he said where he was basically like, look, I'm gonna try to do everything I can to not have to come in there, but if you make me come in there, I will fucking destroy you in ways that will just, it was like, damn, like one of those kind of statements. That's the energy that Frank Castle has, right? That's that kind of energy. So to me, I wouldn't like it if we're trying to do some kind of social commentary on the Punisher, his whole situation and why that's problematic, etc., etc. I don't want any of that bullshit. But what could be interesting is the idea of Fisk trying to use the Punisher symbol to do what? To try to, again, instill into the minds of people that vigilantism and that these heroes just running amok is a really bad thing. And so I am kind of reading into this in a way where you're going to have Frank be trying to like take that down, but it's like this 6D chess move from Fisk to essentially turn public opinion even further against the Punisher and against other vigilantes and heroes, okay? So I'm choosing to kind of like look at this in a more positive way. That's cool. And also, it's just plainly a W that we're getting more of Jon Bernthall as Punisher. I mean, he was already kind of an anchor point of the show. To get even more Jon Bernthall Punisher, that's an absolute win, man. So look, there's some question marks about what exactly are they really changing when it comes to Daredevil Born Again. What are they really doing with Frank Castle and the cops that are using the Punisher deal and all that sort of stuff? But I'm choosing to be like, dude, I can kind of see where they're going with this. I hope it's treated appropriately, and it could also be really interesting as a way to sort of trap Castle and to really turn people against him and other heroes. So this to me is actually a positive sign. Like, we've heard so many positive things about Daredevil Born Again, and this is just the latest one. So I wanted to kind of explain this to you guys and yeah, just get your take on it and see what you think about it. What do you think, chat?